We as the powerful and creative youth go through trials and tribulations on our journey to success. In this docu-series, we will have conversations with young minds sharing their experiences in this journey to reaching their goals.
Manje namhlanje we have a special guest, McBunda, a recording artist, a music producer, known to be a music producer, and according to him, he produces all genres in the world. Accurately, so he says. Let's hear from him as he explains and tells us about his background.
Firstly, McBunda, Tama Rivali, I'm 22 years old, and my stage name is McBunda. I'm also a producer who produces every genre in the world. Accurate.
So, how did this McBunda and McBunda name come?
Okay.
How was it formed, basically?
I wanted to do something simple. I wanted to be simple, and I wanted a name that describes me. You get me? I don't want to have those. What do we call them?
Common names.
Yeah, common names. I won't just about you get me? So I came up with something that was simple and it was me. And then I came with N, which means Nyeko, McBunda, which means Mabunda. I just removed an A, Nafaga Isi, and then that's how I came up.
So how does it basically describe, and how does the name describe you as a person?
Okay, in McBunda, there's Bunda. Bunda means everything, everything in one. So I'm everything in one. As I say that I produce all genres, so in my production, I mix a lot of genres in one thing. I can mix 5 genres in one genre.
So you were young, and this passion now started coming up a lot. How did you start loving music, and who inspired you to that part of music and producing your own music?
Okay, it's okay. It started when I was 1 year old because my mom always tells me that I once took a mic at church, I imitated everyone, and then there was this lady, she came and prayed for me. She was like, this child has a gift of music. So I would say even my gift was discovered at church. And also, my dad is a musician and a pianist, and on my mom's side, my uncle and my cousins are musicians too. So I would say I get it from both families. And as time went on, my dad taught me how to play piano. I remember I was in grade 1, I was 6 years old. And then when he taught me that, I was so happy. I had this joy. Now I can play this thing. It's no more like cling, 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 playing off-key things. Then until he also bought me the studio equipment. And as time went on, I grew and grew until to what I am right now.
That's a beautiful background story right there. Imagine discovering your own talent, your own capabilities from church. That's just godly and blessed. Now, tell us, McBunda, at what point did you realize that, now I am a producer, I can produce beats?
It was 2013, because I could write, and when I listened to my lyrics, I was like, wow, this is legit stuff for my age. Because even my younger brother once told me that, you were so brave to write those lyrics and everything. So as time went on, actually I got that thing, okay, now I can do it, and I had happiness, and I even had this drive. Yeah, the drive.
Great stuff, McBunda. Now I want to know about one of the toughest aspects of an artist's journey, being the community support. Just tell me, just unpack it for me. How was the response from your fellow residents of where you come from and the community as a whole?
I would say that not everyone responded the way Bengfuna but responding according. For an example, let's say in a family, in families they just give you that full go, bam. And you also hope that since the community knows, yeah, actually, in my community, it's only the old people who gave me full support. Because I remember when I made my show, Mr. Killer, opposite Nagiti, they wanted to be in my show, and I mean, just because I didn't know. So I was also told, okay, all people they actually have my star. You get me? So as time, but youth, because as a youth, it was only actually my age group. Most of my age group didn't pitch up, except for the girls, but the guys didn't pitch up, and the youngsters, the 2000s, Ibaba pitch happy. You get me? So I also got my fan base, because mostly my fan base I go kind of was this 2000s and mostly women, because I respect women. You get me? I'm full was the next one. You get me? So yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, that is a movie. I even moved out of the question, but I hope. Yeah.
I hope unzwile machenzi ngoba uyamuzwa ukuthi akafuni next amantombazane, meaning he can protect and stand for women. Manje McBunda, I just want to know what inspires you to like go to the computer and start producing beats.
Everything. As I said, Bunda means everything in one. Anything. As I'm speaking right now, you can just ask me something, and then I answer. Maybe according to my answering, I get a melody through that. Oh, gee. Or a kid can just do something, then I just take that. Anything. And sometimes when I wake up with melodies in my head, and then some of the melodies I would leave them and tell myself, if you're serious, the melody is gonna come back, and then they keep coming back. Then I'm gonna produce it and also have lyrics. Or sometimes gonna was it lyrics, then I just sing. Oh, it sounds, and then that's how I do it. So anything inspires me, anything. That's why Bunda means everything in one. So that everything, I just put it in one form.
So McBunda, I believe you had a show last year and it was of great success. Now can you please take us through the journey to that success of your show, all the challenges, hiccups and everything?
Firstly, my show, I planned it in grade 11, my second grade 11. I call it grade 11A diploma. Yes, so I planned it on grade 11, and as time went on, I finished my matric. The first year, we're still finding ourselves. I found myself from grade 11. Actually, I found myself in grade 11, you get me? So that other year went by where I was done with my matric, and in the second year, that's when I actually late that year. After finishing my matric, the December time, I started. This guy hooked me in the SAPC, and I started doing there. And then the following year, June, that's where I was more going inside. And then I helped this other guy about his album, which led me to my show. And then he asked me, "What can I do for you?" I was like, "Hey, what I've been wanting, the show." And it was so simple, because the date was like, what he told me was, okay, up at 80 pounds, and then what I had to do was to organize people, because I remember we booked the venue on October, so I had all the time until March to do everything. And then I just told God, I don't know anything, and I just bring people to help me. I got a guy who is a poster, got a guy who just wanted to supply me with transport. You get me? And then I also got my PR I won't mention a name because he wants to be anonymous. Yeah, and on the day everything was fine, but you know, every time when you prepare something, they have Mubanado. I feel like it's normal to happen because the show was gonna be success. So you must meet those mountains that you have to boom on Twitter. So yeah, and the show was a success. And yeah, the show was a success.
So McBunda, as a person that has discovered his talent and entered his capabilities, what would you like to say to a person sitting at home not being sure what he or she wants to do, or has certain challenges in front of her or him that are blocking him from reaching his goals and entering his capabilities?
Now, what I can tell them firstly is that, because I'm not their parents, I'm not their parents, but one thing I can tell them, school is ish, you get me? And you don't need education to be successful. Let me repeat that. You don't need education to be successful. You don't need a PhD to be successful. Yeah, for some other people, yes, it's fine for them. Yeah, those who think that way, it's good. But if when you know what you are not good in books, you can still be successful. Look at Bill Gates. Look at Casper Vest, South African, grade 10, but look at him, Bentley's, Yonkinto. He's rich. That should be an example that you don't need school to be successful. And firstly, secondly, you should also discover yourself first. Get something that makes you happy when you are doing it, because your work, it's not your job. Your work is your gift. So get something like for an example, me, you can wake me up anytime. As long as it's music, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do it because I'm happy in that platform. You get me? Find happiness in your work, not your job. That's why a lot of people, they go to work with mood because they don't like what they're doing. Do what you love. You get me? Do what you love. So what I can tell you, find yourself and do what you love, and also manage yourself. And since if you're under your parents' roof, what I can tell you, just pass your matric just to make them happy. But as soon as you're done with it, follow your journey, because that's what I did too. But my parents ready. Exactly.
Great words there, McBunda. What can we expect exactly from McBunda in the next coming 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years? Basically, what's in the future for McBunda that we can keep an eye on?
Okay, what you can expect is I'm also having a project called Bonda Fam Choir. As if you can listen to most of my songs, there's a choir behind it. Either it's kids or it's old people. Cause I love choir. I love the choir. I turn the choir, guys. Like it just moves me. It moves me inside. And also in 10 years' time, I also have this vision of making an orchestral show with violins, everything, even the choir, even the kids. Like a lot of music instruments, I want them there, and I'm just me. And since I say Bonda is everything in one, I want a lot of, because that's something that no one has ever done in music history. So that's one thing that I wanna do. And yes, y'all. And wait, another thing is, as you said, learning the industry. I have this thing that I tell myself every time that I'm gonna be the father of the industry. I'm gonna be the father of the industry. I feel like all these celebs, I wanna show all these celebs the right way. And because a lot of celebs, they got this in the wrong way, and there are who got it in a good way. And there are those who got it in the wrong way, but they wanna come out of it, but they don't know because they lack of knowledge. As the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So I'm just there to put the knowledge to them and tell them that you don't need to sell your soul to be successful. There's God. God is everything. As I said, Bunda means everything. God is in me, yo. So I'm gonna be the father of the industry. and then coming to my music video, and then the video, got my daddy. You get it. My actions are explaining everything because I have no words to explain. But what I can say, the music video is very dope, and the single is coming out this September. And in the future, guys, expect a lot because I'm gonna be a game changer. I'm gonna change everything. Some people are gonna hate me because I can do anything, because people will say I want a style because I can create a genre. I can create something new now. I can create 5 genres. I can create 10 genres. I'm gonna create everything. I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna change the music. I'm gonna change everything. So that's the future for y'all.
Now, that's what I call true inspiration. Catch us next time as we talk to another young mind who will share with us how they discovered their entry to their capabilities. My name is Innocentia Nkosi, and this is Entry to My Capabilities.
You got me on another dimension, and I don't think that I'll come, but you got me on the right direction, and I won't get lost. So she got me on another dimension, and I don't think that I'll come. I don't think I'll ever cheat